Search for a missing person in Defiance turned into a major drug bust.
Those who would sacrifice safety for a little bit of liberty deserve neither.
Police used license plate camera readers to find a vehicle associated with a missing person.
How's it going? Let's talk about an important issue going on today, and finally we get some positive evidence, right? I understand a lot of times we focus on some negative things over here. Today we got some positive news. We're gonna share it, right? The quote you heard from the beginning, you're gonna have to fact check it. It's a very, very important person to this nation said that. You just have to fact check it. Anyways, here recently there's a lot of people in uproar against their cities, law enforcement and everything else due to several issues. One, data centers, and two, these Flock cameras, right? Flock issues. And I hear all this bitching all the time from the anti-Flock people, anti-government, anti-Big Brother, right? Say it's all about their privacy and liberty. And, you know, sadly we see officials that were out there abusing the system. And to be clear, it's not just Flock. That's just one company. They're all government owned. When it comes down to it, they just have put people at the top, CEO of these companies, to make it look like they're not government companies. So you have Flock, Axon, and all these different companies, right? Keeping tabs on America, keeping a lookout what's going on. And hooray, we're starting to see some, you know, we've been seeing negative news. Now we're starting to see some positive news, right? A win for Flock. You're starting to see this in a lot of different areas. And we get to see it right here in our very own Defiance, Ohio, right? There's been a lot of uproar lately when they found out what's been going on. Flock's been sitting around this area, and we've had cameras in our street lights and all the microphones and cameras and all this stuff, spying devices, and our city's been keeping track of us. A lot of people been getting in an uproar, right? And you know, you gotta watch what you say. People have been wanting to take down these very important tools for law enforcement, very important tools for law enforcement. And you know, let's just get down to it. Right here in Defiance we have, let's take a look at this case right here out of Defiance. A major drug bust, right? From our Defiance city and our local state patrol office, highway patrol office, got to say that right, who they are, right? Come together, and thanks to Flock safety, you know, they saved the day. Another life was saved. Another crime was prevented. Thank you, right? Let's take a look.
Search for a missing person in Defiance turned into a major drug bust. Police used license plate camera readers to find a vehicle associated with a missing person. A police canine then found 20 pounds of suspected marijuana and cocaine in the car. That person, who you see here, this was a passenger in the vehicle, was taken into custody. The missing person in the car was safe and in good health. Those detectives declined to say where that person was missing from this afternoon.
Hooray, right? Missing person was located. Major drug trafficking was prevented thanks to Flock, right? And our brave men and women of our local law enforcement. You know, it's about time you anti-establishment people, it's about time you stop being so resistant and start looking at the positive things here about why we need these systems. You know, sure, a few people might be inconvenienced. You know, several 100,000 people might be inconvenienced over this, but we're saving lives and preventing major crimes. And as far as I'm concerned, you folks have had, you couldn't even do it in 250 years. You couldn't even hold on to that liberty for 250 years. So you know what? Move over, give the cocksuckers and bootlickers, you know, a chance to have it their way for once. Can't you just be happy for the positives that are going on here, right? For the major crimes that are being prevented. Now let's take a closer look at what happened here in Defiance. Your local law enforcement have sold their souls and come together to come up with a case to make Flock look good. And this is happening all over the place, right? Cities, all over the place. I'm starting to see news pop up all over the place. We need positive news for Flock, right? So now you're coming up with this stuff right here in Defiance. They come out with this thing, headlines. Oh, Flock tracked a car to that's connected to a missing person, and in doing so, it alerted Defiance's local police and the State Highway Patrol that this vehicle was traveling down 24, and they were able to come in and catch it, right? So basically they stopped several pounds of marijuana from making it to wherever it was supposed to go. They say there's, you know, let's take a real good look at this case, because the headlines act like they want you to, they try to direct you into the direction that, to think that, oh, well, a missing person, right? And now and then they say, you know, so they come out with all of this. And the major news is the drug bust, right? And the praise of Flock. That's what they're doing, praising Flock and talking about the drug bust. At the very end, they don't give hardly any details. At the very end, they make mention of the missing person who was located in the car, alive and well, right? But, you know, this wasn't an Amber Alert or something like that. They're not giving us the details. It could be a little more nefarious than I'm thinking, but I doubt it, right? Why ain't they giving us the rest of the details? They should have all the details by now. Who was the missing person? Did any of us around here hear about this missing person? Hear that they were trying to locate this missing person? Because this could be anybody. This could be just somebody that a probation officer put on a missing person list, right? And you're automatically thinking, oh, major criminal here. Somebody got kidnapped or something, right? A missing person, and they found. And then when you hear, oh, they located them inside the car. A lot of people heard that news and they're thinking, you know, the worst news. No, this was like, I don't know who it was, a female or a male, I don't know. It was a friend or a girlfriend, somebody who takes part in what was going on. And people say, and I hear these people and they praise that when they hear the local news, and they say, you know, well, you know what, if you're not doing nothing wrong, you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to worry about. And they keep hiding behind that nasty freaking argument, right? Bullshit. I said that once before and I'll say it again. They're tracking every damn thing you do with these cameras, with this system, and then they want to praise it and make it sound like some major thing happened. Not some major thing happened. They were tracking this car. Let's come down to it. If you hang around any person that gets tagged as missing and you're a known associate, your car will be tagged in the system. They will be keeping track of you to see what's going on. And that's what happened here, right? So they tagged the vehicle of every known person that's associated with it, and they kept track of these vehicles. And this particular vehicle, they started to see what was going on, and that's how they busted them, right? Was a major crime busted? Oh, they stopped a few pounds of plant matter from making it somewhere, and they located supposed missing person, alive and well, right? No real actual crime, horrible crime is portrayed here, and they're doing everything to hide all the full story so that the local people, anyone that hears about it, naive people will be like, oh yeah, I think about, because what if I had someone missing, and it would be worth it that they would locate them through. Flock ain't saved nobody's freaking life ever so far, and in fact has made everyone's life worse. If you're okay with living in a system like that, then get out. There's plenty of nations like that. China is full of it, right? You go there. We're not having it here. It's a joke is what it is. And these all around here, where it comes down to the data centers and the Flock systems, and when you're coming at your city people, council people, or your representatives for stuff like that, don't say just Flock. Let's talk what it is. Government prying, right? Government spying on American citizens. They watch you harder than they do any national enemy, right? You are enemy number one. And they're getting a lot of pushback all over in this nation for both the data centers and the Flock issues and some other issues, right? But they're coming out and even saying in their own mouth, they don't care. They don't care that they know the whole city's against it. It's gonna happen anyways. They're bought and paid for. Even Trump himself has said it. He don't care, right? That's now priority number one, getting these data centers in, getting this spying system in, because it's about law and order. Don't be fooled, right? We're letting the enemy in too easily. They've already set up shop a long time ago, and we're just now seeing the ugly results. Anyways, let us know your thoughts in the comments, or just say hello to whiskey. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate it very much. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all of his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.